Today we are new. We are brand new, brand new, brand new, brand new, brand new. We're brand new. Welcome to this brand new early morning ascension show because you're new and I'm new. We're all new. Welcome. My name is Joanna, and we talk about all things beyond what was, the stories of what was, honoring it and valuing it. And now it's new, and now it's new, and now it's new, and now it's new. Now it's new, now it's new, now it's new, now it's new, now it's new. And part of my inspiration is to be me, fully me, and allow myself to just flow and move with spirit, however spirit wants me to move, and where spirit wants me to move, and how I'm guided. Absolutely trust it. Spirit has always guided me in the highest and in the best, and learning how to be again self-governing after giving my power away in so many different ways and forms, because that's what the versional stories of limitation and separation teach us, is to seek outside of ourselves for our value and our self-worth and our respect and all of those things that we tend to look to others to guide us in. And being an empath and a light worker and a crystal child and all of the beautiful things that I've come as, just in these beautiful communions with Mother and Father, and ready to create these beautiful new beginnings and new upcomings, if you will, is the great love and the great sacrifice that I've created in and out of all of these timelines and lifetimes that many of you have as well, in which the energies were so steeped in limitation, so steeped in karmic density, working through such limitation and control and fear and greed, because of the many timelines that each and every one of us are on, and the different people that we thread with and we co-create with, and how to really honor this new now moment to be the blessed gift for spirit offering it to us, to release all that was karmic and move on, to really create in the new now, in which we can really just shut the door on everything that is going on in what we say the proverbial, social conform news, and just allow ourselves to really start creating. And we have these beautiful healing sessions every week with many people, and we all come together from all over the world, and we get together and we just create these new environments of stepping up as leaders in new ways to inspire oneness and unity, regardless of the conversations that go on about mask and no mask, vaccines, no vaccines, which all really creates separation, and why we manifested what we did as a collective. And why those that are taking advantage of those experiences to instill fear and instill separation are on those experiences, because that's the lessons that those souls have to work through, rather than seeing everything as oneness and giving those opportunities of what we've manifested to see, well, how can I take ownership and self-guidance and self-empowerment to the blessedness of my body? How can I tune into who I am as a beautiful soul and start bathing myself in light, start knowing that my choices come from within, I am divinely sovereign, and how do I choose to move about so that I move as a master of divineship, of mentorship for me and my body, and how I care for it, and what I know I'm able to heal and not heal, and what goes in and out of my body, the self-governance of who we are. And there's no right or wrong to any of it, because every soul will perceive its own unique experience so that it can awaken. So whatever each soul is in is meant for it to be in. If it's meant to live within an experience of seeing and being through the eyes of fear and limiting experiences, then that's what that soul needs until the moment that it will awaken. And so none of it is wrong. Any perspective is not wrong. It isn't. It's what that soul needs to offer itself. What does pure sovereignty mean? Who am I? What do I exist within, and what exists within me? So they're all really the infinite ways that we all allow ourselves to simply be. So the manifestation of those of us that are light workers, seeing and feeling the intensities of separation. First we had the experience of the virus to deal with, and how devastating it was for our planet, and how it changed our whole belief system about how we are our own governance of our health and our wellness in every way, and we always have been. The consciousness is the manifestor and king of all of our health. And it's been proven in far beyond, and it will continue to be tested. Our consciousness is the essence of source. The essence of source is the blessing of all that we are as physical beings. The spirit creates the matter. And so in knowing that, it's up to each and every person to take that path on how they want to navigate that truth of their own, because it has to be a truth before it's ever experienced. If one does not believe it, one will not experience it. So that's the idea of the whole awakening. Everything is all perfect. Every experience is all perfect. And each person has to sort out, well, what is my belief and value system? Who do I know I am? What is this whole experience for me? So there is no right or wrong. It allows every soul at every unique pacing and experience to be their fullest and their best, whenever they choose to go within and say, what stories am I going to discern are right for me? Does that feel good of what I'm reading? If not, this is what I want to create for myself. So it's all about supply and demand. Where is your energy now? What is it that you want to create? Right now is a new moment, and release everything from the past, because you can choose to create new. Take yourself out of the routine in every way that you can. In every way, because these are the big wake-up moments for humanity. They're big wake-up moments, make no mistake about it. And it's just going to continue to get intensification, because there are going to be those drawn out, it's like the elastic band is going to keep getting pulled on how much humanity can, the various changes and the various things that will be brought up from the surface, for the bodies and the agencies and the groups that have the power that we've given so freely to and believed everything that we were told is now kind of coming to the forefront. And it's like, okay, well, what do I believe? And that's the process of awakening. There is no wrong or right, and there's no bad. That's what we needed, right? So there is no blaming. And this is why it's to use that investment energy into the protests, into the arguing and the fighting and the being involved and engaging in those experiences of masks and no masks and vaccines and no vaccine, and spending hours and inordinate hours and hours a day fighting for your opinion and your voice. Speak your truth and your opinion, but then direct your energy into healing your body, into healing that experience. Well, why do I feel I have to have others believe my point of view? Well, because now you're starting to awaken. And now you're starting to say, wow, my voice really is important. Wow, I really do have a voice on who I am. Then go to that next level of that experience of awakening, because it's deeper. Maybe I can just allow everybody to have their point and I can have mine too. And that's just letting go and relaxing. And everybody goes through that process in awakening. Again, every stage of the awakening is needed. So to go within, again, go within, bring all of your daily experiences back within yourself and say, wow, let's soak it for all it's worth. Why did I get really triggered in that experience? And why didn't I just stop when they said that was their experience and this is my experience, and have it be okay? This is where we're changing in this whole, the paths are splitting. The paths are splitting. And that doesn't necessarily mean that there's going to be any type of experience in that. What that means is that the energies that are still considering to stay in the densities and fight with the densities and cycle with the densities and routine with the densities, then there's going to be those that will just simply drop within and just be at peace and simply allow. Because in all ways, every new now moment allows you that opportunity to just be peace and let everyone have their path and everyone have their say and everyone have their own unique path of awakening. And they're going to come into their own unique phase and stage and epiphany point where you say, wow, I really can create the highest health for my body. And it doesn't matter what I'm giving the supply and the demand to. Where am I investing my focus? I want to invest it in a new reality where we don't have to absolutely even manifest those experiences. We won't, because we've learned from them. Once you've learned from that controlling story, once you learn from that story of my voice not being heard and my body's not being valued, once you learn from that, well, where did I give my power away to? There is no blame. There can never be a blame. There can't. There's never a blame. There will be the unfolding of information that will come forward, and then nothing has to be conspiracy. Nothing has to be investigating and doing hours and hours and research and proving who wrong. There doesn't have to be any of that. The light will bathe it and it's going to come forward. Just allow the process. What we're asking of humanity is to wake up, and is all of the energy and time being invested? You're still investing into the programs, whether you're arguing about it, protesting it, mask, no mask, whatever that is, you're still investing in it, right? Still investing in the density, in the control, into the who's right, who's wrong. So just take yourself out. And just breathe. It feels so good to breathe and just listen to the water. There's no concern, no worry. My healthy experience of who I am is now invigorated. It's all a part of our ascension. I don't have to get all worked up in the collective intensity. I can detach, I can disengage. And that's what mastery really is, being in the world but not of it. Call all of those anxieties up, especially for empaths. Clear your fields at least twice a day. Call in your light and all your power from the heavens. activate your own codes, because you want to keep activating yourself as the highest light. I am the highest light. I am the commander of my body. I'm the commander of every cell within my experience. I am the commander of my operating health right now. I am beautiful. I am sovereign. I am led by spirit. I am spirit. I am spirit. I am spirit. I'm in absolute control of who I am. I am a divine sovereign being. I have my human rights and I have my divine rights. I absolutely know who I am, and I will speak of it, because that is the expression of spirit. That is my divine birthright, and so too is all others. We are returning sovereignty back to thyself. Speak of thy spirit. See of thy spirit. Know of thy spirit. And be of thy spirit. And one with spirit is one with spirit. We create new. And just allow all the stories of all of the collective just to fold out as it wish. But you have every choice to start creating new. And when you do get in those social experiences, because your soul will want to test you, have you let go of the issues of trying to conform anyone or trying to have anyone see your point of view, right? And that's mastery. It's just detaching. You're just there to inspire. That's it. That's it. Light workers are just here to shine and inspire. And through that inspiration, we'll have divine creative experiences through which the spirit wants to create and entangle. Spirit and the omnipresent field and all that is God does the rest. When you're aligning with spirit from heaven to God and to the earth of all that you are the bridge. All that you need will be supplied for. That is the story of God, the joy of manifestation, the joy of spirit. That's your 5D portal. And is joy of spirit being spent in the reciprocation of arguments, the reciprocation of conspiracy theories, the reciprocation of this and that, and who's losing who because they're on that side of the fence and they're on this side. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yes, it's disheartening, but we're changing, right? All of those experiences, when you say you lose friends because they're on one side of the fence and you're on the other side of the fence, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's the process of evolution. There might come back around and you might meet somebody else and you'll have this new experience. But spirit is showing you these experiences because spirit doesn't want you to stay in the mess and the fight. That's wasting of your divine energy. Where are you investing your time and energy? Right? In any way, the point will be you sit down at the end of the day and you're absolutely exhausted because nobody sees each other's sides. They don't want to, because they're from the point of consciousness of being in the controlled experience and those that are stepping out of the controlled experience. And so they're not ready to see each other's sides yet. So many of the experiences that we're having and all the personal clients and all the personal healings is that be the masters and the leaders that you are and just disengage and step outside of it and honor it all. Be in love and light of it all, and they all have their unique expressions. So invest in something new, invest in something new, invest in something new. It's a wake-up call. How much time can you go around on the same merry-go-round? Right? It's like the karmic cycle. These are just repeating karmic cycles from other timelines. And so they were showing me this morning is that many of what we're experiencing right now is just similar experiences of other times where we've had really steeped, controlled timelines, and from many other planets, that the collective as a whole is healing. And this is why it feels so intense sometimes, because some of those timelines where there was destruction and there was, the eagerness to control others and the eagerness to create greed from the abuse of power, really, when anyone is in a leadership position and they abuse their power in any way to create money for themselves, access of themselves, and access, how abusive power is and can be misused and abused and corrupted. And so those experiential timelines feel really, really intense because you're carrying the vibration. You're carrying the vibration from a 3D earth experience that's spiraling in the now moment. And you're having your earth awakening between 3 and 4D. And that earth intensity is coming up to you. And you don't know why you feel so intense and you just want to have your way. That's ego. You just want to have your way because you're threading and you're feeling those energies from that timeline that was really, really intense where you were a leader and you absolutely abused your power. And the one experience that you have now of abusing your power is now being amplified. And then this is why it's really important is to play the part of peacemaker and master and understand why you're going through what you're going through, return to your center, return to your peace, return to your harmony, and now create a new reality. Otherwise, you're going to continue spiraling on the intensifications of when you abused power. It's all wrapped up under the subjugation. Everybody had their role to play, an infinite number of timelines. We each have an infinite number of timelines on the spiral of now. We're here in the center with God, the spiral of now, your higher self, your soul. Your higher self and your soul are always available for you to be guided in a higher vibrational choice. So if you're continually choosing from that ego perspective, that's still holding within those realms of patterns, because everything is a spiral, everything is now. So that earth where you were holding a position of abusing power is still spiraling. And everything in your now reality is just pulling in those energies because you haven't cleared the energy. You haven't said, wow, I did abuse power. Let's clear that out. What did I do in the last 5 years that was an abuse of power? And sort it out. Write it down on paper, paint it, sing it out, express it, release it to spirit, say, do your apologies, do your forgiveness, do your compassion, sort it out. Because those experiential nows are going to keep adding to the acceleration of now earth. And this is what is important. The momentum of now is really important. So what now vibration and investment are you holding? Because the intensity of all the earths you've ever lived, it's called the soul progression. So as you're spiraling in this now, all of the lifetimes that you've lived is also being brought forward, is the top down. So on earth that you were there where you misused power, there where you were a victim of misuse of power, there you were persecuted for somebody abusing their power on you, all of these timelines are coming into experience. All the timelines are now, they're accelerating, it's intensifying. This is why we feel what we do on the planet. It feels as an intensification. But we don't have to buy into it. You see what we're saying? It's just a cycle of pattern. Just like turning to the TV, you can watch a really aggressive fighting program, and that's an intensification of one channel and vibration of earth, but you can turn it and say, now I want to be a new reality, right? So what are you investing in? Where's your energy going? Because those intensifications and cycles will keep going and it will accelerate. So are you going to accelerate a faster acceleration of control and greed and subjugation and abuse of power, and just keep fighting the arguments and just feeding the energies that are playing those control games? Take yourself out of it. Supply and demand is not there anymore. Create the supply and the demand for a reality that feels good, for a reality that feeds your health and nourishes your health and allows you to say, wow, I'm going to stand up and create something new. I'm going to create something really great so that my children can say, it doesn't matter what's being fed on the programs. It doesn't matter what's being fed in media. This is the reality I'm going to create. It can still be there, just like a mall, and you have the infinite stores in the mall, but you don't have to go inside of them. You don't have to engage vibrationally with it. You can choose to create and engage something new. There's nothing wrong with any of it either way. It must play out. But as every individual on this planet, it is your birthright, it is your sovereignty, it is your human right to be in absolute control and command and sovereignty of every choice. You are fully responsible for your reality experience, fully, absolutely 100%, no blame to anyone. Fully responsible for all that you are in your reality. Everything that comes back to you, everything that you experience is your absolute control. And so where can you invest? How can you get joyful? How can you be really excited about who you are? How can you really get up and be happy about this now moment? Because right now is new, right now is new, right now is new. You're dynamic children of spirit. How can you not be? You're everywhere. So what is that momentum carrying you? Are you going to be in a now reality where all of that stuff is just the end, is just the back room and the doors are shut, and you're now creating your momentum, your creational wormhole, your creational vortex of something that really, really serves you? What is that vibrational archetype of you? Where's that 5D version of you? The divine male and the divine female really playing together in balance and harmony and oneness. Pull up those vibrations of your soul. Pull up those gifts of your soul, the talents of your soul, and the higher self direct you. Spirit, where can I go now? What you got for me, Spirit? I want a big life. Let's go. And Spirit will say, just take the day and just rest. You're still working off a lot of that density from all of the intensifications, and you're helping clear the planet. Just rest. Just see yourself in this beautiful forest and just rest. Wow, this really feels great. My body is renewing. My body is new right now. My body is absolutely new with the beautiful experience of what Gaia is going through right now. I see Gaia being new. I see Gaia being birthed anew. Wow, I see Earth as new, brand new. Brand new, as if you're going into the same mall you've always gone into, but now it's new. The store that you've just approached is brand new. There's been no other window here before, but now it's a new window. This is what we want you to get inspired. Use your Christic Toolkit. The Christic Toolkit is all that you are as a multidimensional being, the sacred geometry, the sacred light, the sacred vibration, the sacred song of who you are, Spirit. That is your creatorhood. That is also your birthright. To create a new reality, create a new body, create new health, create new friends, create new soul tribe, create. New. Right now. Change the vibration of the oscillating pattern. It's all patterns. And where we've come from for eons has been a mental pattern. Mental patterns and cycles cannot take you into ascension. It just can't. It can't. It has to come from the heart, activating all that you are and cycling out with your creative flow of spirit and creativity, the expression, the exploration, the experience. It's all spirit. And why there's many experiences where we see it's just a mental pattern. It's a loop. It's a loop of energy. It's a loop of experience. It's a loop in a cycle. And it's really hard sometimes to get out of it. We all know we've been on karmic experiences, right? They don't even exist. Tell yourself when you wake up in the morning, that doesn't exist anymore. I don't even understand that. There's nothing in it. It's a program with nothing in it. Nothing in it now. It's not there. You get to program through your pure heart, pure mind, pure body, pure soul, all that you are as a being of the Christ, all of your consciousness as the Christ. No consciousness can touch you, no being can touch you, no group can touch you, and your consciousness is fully under your control. Nothing can change the chemistry of who you are. You have absolute control of who you are. You have absolute autonomy for your destiny. You are your destiny. You are your destiny. You are your destiny. You are your destiny. And you and God are that in one. That's your threading with God. You're threading with God. You're threading with your higher self and your soul. God. You are your consciousness. And nothing can take anything beyond that. Anything that is not magnificent, ask it to leave before it even touches you. A veil and a shield, not magnificent, go, go, go. You are the standing of your power. You get to choose to turn the channel. Even if there was the grandest experience, and they were showing me this experience last night, because we were saying, okay, well, there's all of these shifts going on. There's infinite number of earths that you can choose from and all these infinite timelines. And even if there is this experience of an energy that fears because you come up with this, say, this oscillating experience of an earth. And this is just how to repattern and recode what your fears have been, right? Because you've had many timelines where some of them were quite destructive and some of them were quite, the misuse of mind control and all of the things that have ever happened on any earth, on any planet, on any dimension, on any form that you've taken and what role you played in it. We've all had them. Those of us that are seers can see into those experiences and they're not comfortable, they're not okay. And this is why sometimes when you have those experiences, they just do activate the fear and you keep going on those loops and those cycles of fear. That fear is just feeding in that anything that you pay attention to in any way, whether you're worrying or having anxiety about it, you're feeding into that cycle and that pattern. So reclaim your power. I reclaim my power. I reclaim my power. I reclaim my power. Fear and worry, you're giving your power away because that's not your truth. You're giving your power away to a story, a vibrational story, a psyche wound, whether it be inner child or shadow, that is continuing a loop of your experience, a loop of what your reality looks like, because that fear is still within you, not healed. Nothing there. It does connect to a psyche wound, a packet of density, an imprint that is held within your multidimensional body, physical, mental, emotional, or etheric, or held somewhere within the chakras that you've contracted to bring on. Or it could be also projections from your reality. But once you know and you start taking commandmentship and doing your daily self-care and you start taking ownership and you calling in your own light, you stand in your own light, not giving any of your power away, full commandment of your body, full commandment of your reality, full commandment of who you are now, then you understand that no, there's nothing that nothing that can approach you that can say, well, I know my rights. I know who I am as a human. I know who I am as a divine being. I absolutely know what I walk with. I absolutely know the vibration of truth, and I absolutely know who I am. This is my new reality, and have others converge around it. Or they won't, and they'll move on to their reality, and you'll connect with people that absolutely want to converge with the higher truth. And it's just all the elegance of God. You don't have to force it. You don't have to make people believe. You don't have to make anything. Just be you, fully alignment, fully you, fully you. The spirit of you is the gift of you. The gift of you is all of your things being activated. Things can be anything. It can be a gift that we don't even have words for it. And some of them I've been experiencing this week. We don't have words for what I've been shown and seen because we're not there anymore. We're here. We're in 5D now. So it's got to be new. We're new. And so there's momentum on anything that you choose to invest in. There's momentum on anything you give your time and your direction to. So where are you directing as a master of who you are? Where's your epicenter sitting? Your epicenter is you. Body, mind, heart, spirit, soul. Where are you? Call yourself back. Oh, I'm a goddess. I'm in absolute control of my body, of my reality, and I want to be fully present with spirit. I want to be fully present. I want to be slow. I want to be peaceful. I want to be harmonic, and I know who I am when I make my choices. And I will be firm, I will be clear, and I will be concise because I know who I am. I speak as my higher self. Steadfast, I walk with God. Know who you are, what you exist within, and what exists within you. You absolutely know the universe is within you. When you walk with God, you know that. God, universe, galaxy, who are you? Outside of you and around you, that's what you're co-creating. I'm creating it from the vibration I hold. And inside my vibration, my core now is new, now is new, now is new. My body is new, my body is new, my body is new. I get to choose. I get to choose now. Now is new. Stepping off whatever what was, closing the door and saying, now is new. I'm creating this new vortex, this new momentum. Keeping up with the light, keeping up with the codes, keeping up with the intentions and the spirit that brings it to you. The synchronicities are going to come in your presentation of who you are at your heart. The synchronicities and things that you see unfold is because you know that your heart's centered and your heart aligned. They absolutely do. When you are heart aligned with your spirit and your higher self like, there you go, there you go, there you go. Watch for the signs, watch for the symbols. We're telling you a story. There you go. You're threaded. And you know you are. That's the new now. New now is powerful. New now holds symbols. New now holds synchronicities. New now holds your momentum. New now holds your acceleration. New now holds your capacity to get on a new merry-go-round and not go round and round, but actually thread out and out and out. See, we have this potential where the two paths are crossing off like this. Stay on the merry-go-round and continue. And every night, call up those densities, call up those programs, call up those patterns, call up those thought processes that go around and around and around. It's a mental merry-go-round. And those patterns are steeped in eons of subjugation because it's a mental threaded heaviness. And that mental threaded heaviness creates a mental reality. Dropping into your heart and living as spirit, communing with spirit, praying and organizing and entangling with spirit, then you're allowing the infinite to open up to you. It's no longer just mental. Calling all of your mental aspects, all of your mental energy, all of your mental consciousness, call it and drop it to your heart. Surrender it to spirit, surrender it to your higher self, surrender it to your soul. They know what they're doing. It's helping you try and walk through these confusing and challenging times, because when you first awaken and then you're in the environment of societal friction and intensity, and nobody knows what awakening is going, nobody knows about really awakening. They're not really understanding what's going on. They're not understanding the controlling systems and the stories they're being shown and fed and co-creating, that it's just a big intensity because there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear because people don't know what's next. You're not supposed to. Just surrender. Trust God. That's, again, going back and undoing and and deconstructing those stories about spirit and source, because everything that we've been shown and everything that we've been taught and told is absolutely, we're flipping it upside down. We are all source creator. We are all spirit. We are all magnitudes of matter created by spirit. And if that is the case, and yes it is, then how are we able to maintain the highest health possible? We can, and we will. But we must believe and know it of. Remember, healing of thy name is knowing of thy name. But you got to go through the deconstructing stories to know thy name. Wow, I absolutely know I had a subjugation there. Let's go through that. Let's pull that apart. Wow, that happened to me yesterday in the coffee shop, and it actually threaded to this, this, and this. Wow, let's deconstruct this. That is the healing of thy name. That's your soul. Those are all of your soul aspects coming up to have a little party with you and say, wow, you're helping us. Thank you. You're progressing with your soul, because your soul is having that experience here and there and there and there. You're pulling that story of subjugation up to say, I'm not going to let it pass by me again. No, I'm not going to let the elephant in the room just keep sitting there. No, we're going to deconstruct it, unwrap it, untangle it, break open the mess, and choose new. Wow, that wasn't so bad, was it? Right? That's why it's really, really important to where are you investing your time in? And what choices is it being made from? Is it being made from ego? Is it being made from the wounds? Or are you breathing and recentering and choosing from the heart? Because it will be a totally different reality. And so the energy of just the energy and the vibration of truth. We've been talking about this for years. Truth is a vibration, because they showed me when I was doing my global webinars, the truth vibration of who you are and who are you as spirit doing those inner sorting out and sussing out, you get more familiar with, intimate with who you are as spirit. This is who I am today, spirit. I'm a singer. I'm divine. I'm beautiful. There's no words to explain my gifts, and there's words to explain who I am, but that's okay. I don't need it. I don't want to be conformed. I don't want to be put into a box and labeled. I don't want to be put to another divine feminine ghost story. No, I get to choose who I am, and I'll be big in all moments because I get to be. I don't want labels put on me. And so those are just me in my truth, redefining myself, and my chakras get more clear and pristine and transparent. And so this transparency of who we are becoming, releasing all the density, releasing all those little packets of density because of all the projections we've taken and the stories we've been trying to clear and heal, that is the clarity of who you are in the aura. All that you are as a being of light is now being purified and rarefied and refined. And so in all moments that you can, this new now moment creates a more refined, transparent reality. See the words that you speak as transparent. I am a transparent speaker of light and truth. My words are pure love, are pure passion of the Christ, of God, of all that is light. We are light. Our bodies are light. We're creating light all over the place. Now is new, now is new, now is new. Get excited about that. That's pure love. That's pure clarity about who you are. What is your passion? And then that clarity becomes your aura. And that aura packs in a lot of love and energy and acceleration. That's where your momentum starts to build on what you want to create. You see what we're saying? It's a new momentum, new reality. Because you're clear about who you are. I'm absolutely clear about my creative potentials. Absolutely, absolutely. And Source will surprise me every day because I didn't even know things. We don't even have words for it. I don't have to have words. I just know what I know and God gives it to me. We'll come up with words. But who cares? It's not going back to, because that's what the ego will want to do. The ego will want to take you back to the mental place. Well, why can't we put it in a box? Why can't we define it? Why can't we do this? Why do you have to? Right? Get out of the mental state. Because dropping to your heart will just allow that fanciful, fun, whimsical experience of who you are as spirits. You're meant to be that way. We are meant to be on this gorgeous planet being whimsical, being joyful, being playful. And there would be an entire collective still steeped within the mental boxes and the mental cycles and say, well, that's ridiculous. We have to earn money and we have to do this and we have to do that. And that's okay. That's their belief system. We can still have roles that we call jobs and vocations, of course. You can call it and define it however you want. But we're saying in this now moment, there is so much that we are just opening the door to. And why not? Why would you want to spend all of your time and investment and energy continuing to trying to create that cyclical drama to who's right, who's wrong, what's right and what's wrong? No, that's all right, but disengage and create new. It's really, really going to be important. Where are you investing your time and your energy? And you're going to have those tests when you will have those come to you and want to challenge you to come back into their story of density, to come back into their story of limitation, to come back in their story of fear and arguments. And you can just choose not to engage, to block the conversation altogether and just start moving on. Hold your space in loving, centered compassion. Your reality is different. You're not meant to perceive the same reality. You're meant to be the igniter of new. You're meant to be the inspirator of new. You're meant to be the compassionate one that says, that's all true too, but this is who I am, and I will follow my path in my unique way. I will create a reality just for me. That's fine with me. I don't need anyone to follow me. I'm not asking for anybody to follow me. I'm being inspired to be fully me because I'm 5D. I know who I am and I know what I see. And you create your reality on whatever you see. But it's really important for people to be inspired. Wow, where am I spending my time? Because that's reality I'm creating. It's coming real fast, real fast, real fast. And you want to be on this experience flow. It's going to go, wow. And then God will say, wow, that person's over there. That person's over there. Because there's, as we said, there's infinite, elegant designs within designs, systems within systems, layers within layers, threads within threads. When you're exciting and you're acting on that exciting, I'm so excited to be me, so excited to me. Those pulsations of energy are threading within something new that's just opened up there, just opened up there, just opened up there. And all those threads start coming together. That's the quantumness and the omnipresent of what's going on. Or continue to steep in the energies and the frictions and the investment of old cycles. It's all purposeful because everybody will have to get what they need to wake up. Who are you? What do you exist within? And what exists in all that you're existing in? There are infinite number of stores in the mall. Earth is a mall. And we say it with most grace and elegance. But those that have been stuck in the mall have never gone outside to see what's really there. Because they've been stuck on a program and a pattern through which their beliefs and their cyclical patterns of egocentric doing and thinking have created an entire reality around limitation and fear-based structures, because they're manifesting fear-based news programs. They're manifesting fear-based experiences of, whatever it is, viruses, vaccines, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's been manifested. There's no blame. Okay, so what are my beliefs? This is the waking up time with humanity. Wake up. This is our wake up time. Wake up. What are we manifesting? Are we going to manifest something that's really joyful? Are we going to manifest something that's really exciting? Why not? Why can't we start manifesting every day? 5 people every day, just taking 5 minutes. 5 people, 5 minutes. 5 people, 5 minutes. 5 people, 5 minutes. 5 people, 5 minutes. 5 minutes every day, just to see any aspect of Gaia, any aspect of our human environment being joyful and happy. What does the vibration of happiness look like? I saw the trees today. They looked like they were moving. They looked like they were dancing. Really imagine. That's your Christic toolkit. Start imagining this new experience. Start imagining everybody walking around healthy with no masks. Imagine that we didn't even have this virus and we've learned all our lessons and we're now manifesting something profound and pure and great. And all of those investment programs that were there are just another version of Earth that you can go into that book if you want, because now it becomes an Akash. You can go into that book and you can go into that timeline, but you wouldn't want to, because it's deep and it's dense. It feels heavy, right? It's all got that energy mess, right? It's really steeped in webs of arguments. Anybody that's an empath can feel it. That's why empaths just guide away from it. We're out. I gotta go clean my car. And people before them want to talk about and argue about who's vaccinated, who's not. It's okay. Let them argue. Let them argue their points of view, because at least they're getting to know who they are and what their choices are. But you can choose to stand in your power and just choose peace and walk away. Disengage. Create a reality that feels good and light. Create a reality that feels good and light. You're not there to change anybody's mind. You're there to inspire light. You're there to inspire something new. You're there to inspire the joy and the dance of life. Are we dancing with life? When you look around, most often not. No, because they're just the stories. So this is a time where Spirit and God and all of creation says, just like turning the channel, what store do you want to go into in that mall? You might have the storekeepers come out and say, come into my store, come into my store. I'm just like, no, I'm not going to go in that store. It doesn't feel good. I'm discerning for myself. It doesn't feel good. It's okay that that's your store, and I love everything that's in there, and I'm absolutely one with you, and I absolutely honor what you're producing in there, but no thank you. And discern for what is right for you. And disengage, detach emotionally, because a lot of these experiences are really heated, and that's fine, but you don't have to engage in it. Take yourself out, extract yourself, ask your soul, ask your higher self, please place me in protection and alliance today, so that in any experience that comes forward, I know why it's coming forward. I understand it's a lesson and a beautiful experience for me to create a new now, and I'm just going to extract myself and be new. And that's what we're all being asked to do. Extract yourself from anything that feels dense and heavy. And ask yourself, is this what I want to engage in? Is this feeling good for me? And if it's not feeling good, disengage, detach, and move on. Because these paths are off before you. And it's important that no more fence on the fence. No more fence on the fence. No more merry-go-rounds. Choose. Choose joy. Because that is the portal to 5D. Are you in the joy of Spirit? Is arguing joyful? Everyone sides and then fighting about it and then be having conspiracies and protests about it. It must be gone through. We must go through this, and we must experience, we must observe it, because there's us in it. There's no wrong in any of it. We're asking for human discernment. What feels good as spirit creating matter? You are a spirit creating matter. So does your spirit want to create what? And have it be joyful, because that's going to lead you on a momentum of joy. What does joy really feel like? Investigate, observe, seek. What does happiness really look like? Wow, I haven't laughed in a long time. I'm just going to see if I can sit and make myself laugh. Why not? We can make ourselves laugh. Why not? Right? I can tickle and I can tell a joke. I can laugh. Let's laugh. Let's have 5 minutes of laughing. And you just sit and you just laugh. How hilarious that we just found nothing to laugh about, and here we are laughing. The whole entire world is laughing. See the world laughing. See the cells in the body getting brighter and more pristine and crystalline. See the children laughing and dancing and playing, and see everyone as healthy, see everyone as pure, see everyone returning to their heart space and saying, wow, I know I had this power within me. I know who I am. I remember who I am. I remember that spark of who I am. I'm not feeling like I'm walking around in numb space, you know, where you're just walking around in routines that don't feel good. They feel heavy. They feel sad. But you can come back to life and say, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. I don't have to feel sad. I don't have to feel sad. I want to feel happy. It's a part of the emotional journey, yes, but not all the time. Give yourself 5 minutes to feel sad. Give yourself time to grieve. Feel those emotions. It's okay. You must. You must. You must. You must. Trust me. 15 years I've been talking about it. Rebalancing the bodies, physical, mental, emotionally, etheric. You've got to feel the emotion, but don't stay stuck there. It's stagnant sadness. You don't have to. It's something that is within you that you have not forgiven. That's why you feel stuck and stagnant into depression. Depression is the suppression of emotions that have not been expressed for a long period of time because you've never been taught how to release and let go and forgive. The power of forgiveness is so profound. It's not outside of you. It comes through accountability. Who am I? What story do I want to create? What's my now momentum? I want to feel that now momentum. What do I got to forgive? I want to get to the bottom of the story and I'll deconstruct it in every way. And be intent and devoted to how you want to feel. I want to feel really good. I'm going to get to the bottom of this experience. If it's the last thing I do, I'm going to heal this spirit. Your intention and your pure intent change. Make no mistake about that. Because they showed me earlier this week, and we've written about it in all of our books. Spirit knows before you even know it, the purity of your intention, that comes right up from the center of you. You've not given your power away. You're returning all of that power back to you. The purity and the power of your intention to make something be known, it will be known. Make no mistake about it, the universe has changed. Make no mistake about the will and the purity of your intent to change something. I change this. Whatever is not known, I want it to be known. I want to sort out why this is. Why is this pain and this suffering in me right now? Why? Let's sort it out, Spirit. My pure intention. Spirit knows the intention. Spirit knows the intention level that you have, and Spirit will send the right amount of healers, the right amount of energy, the right amount of tools, whatever it is you need to clear it out. Make no mistake about that. The more pure you are, the more intent you are of your own healing, of your own movement in source and love, you absolutely know that it will be healed. And that is what is called spontaneous remission, where you're just clearing it all out. I will take whatever it takes, Spirit. Every cell within my body is at command, standing in attention. I know who I am. And those that don't know who they are, they will have a different experience of you because they are not yet knowing of who they are. They do not experience the same reality as you do because there's absolute reality differences right now, and that's okay. You don't have to get all caught up in the what did they show me last week? It was called the progressive light experiences, because everyone's experiencing different levels of light. It's progressive. Everybody's at a different progression of their soul. That's okay. It's absolutely perfect. It's all perfect. But for everybody to be sovereign, this is why it's really, really important, what we've been talking about for so long. Your direction of self is really important. And don't judge anything else outside of you. And just forgive and be okay if people are judging you, right? That's the compassion factor. That's our oneness. Because every single person will be at a different pace, a different stage, and a different progression of how they're processing light, right? Because they're going through a lot of density. They're clearing out a lot of density and they don't understand it fully, but they're just clearing, right? And so if you're intense on understanding it and being intimate with it, then that is your pure intention to be more intimate with it and figuring it out, so that the next month, because every month you're going to have these deep releases, and just know that everybody will, you know, until that 51% of density is lifted and transmuted, and you're honoring those soul lessons and you're understanding why you do what you do, releasing those stories, releasing those patterns, releasing the mental mind games, then you drop into your heart, because the mental is not the emotional. Completely different fields, completely different bodies, completely different wounds. So now you're going to rebalance. Wow, my mental body was completely exhausted because it was all up in ego and all up in controlling and all up in fearing and all up in anxiety, and that's the mental body just totally overworked. You're exhausted. Mental body is totally imbalanced. The emotional body is just aching for you just to hold it. Those are the mental imbalances, the multidimensional imbalance we see in our reality right now. But everybody has the choice to go within and start new. Every day, start new. Today I'm going to sort it out, Spirit. Here's my healing journal. I'm going to go through everything that I'm feeling, and I want to know the beliefs that I have within every experience. What's going on with me? And start with infinite. I want to see myself as infinite. I want to feel myself as infinite. I want to speak as infinite. I want to vibrate as infinite. I want to radiate as infinite. Show me how I am and who I am, Spirit. Show me. I want you to show me. I'm so intent with this, Spirit. That is pure intent, and that pure intent will take you anywhere. That pure intent will heal any disease. That pure intent will change your body. That pure intent will change your reality. Make no mistake about that. You're threaded with source. You're threaded with source. Source is everywhere, all things in between things. Source is not nowhere to be seen. Source is always. Source is. Just is. And it's picking up with intensity and acceleration. So again, the question is, where is your investment? How powerful is really right now is? Totally powerful. Totally. Really, really powerful. So every moment that you can, and they were showing me that. So the title that we're going to go with today, because there's so much energy in this now. So let's make it happy. Let's make it positive. Let's make it a healthy planet of Earth. Let's make it beautiful and profound. Let's make it really exciting. Let's make it really adventurous. And be the adventure of you. Go within and seek yourself with adventure. I'm going to find something out about myself today I never knew before, because you're a soul. Make no mistake about it, you got infinite lifetimes that are waiting to get to know you, that are waiting to bring infinite skills and gifts through you. Start talking to your soul and just sit with a journal and just start writing things that, wow, that's me. That's your creative ability starting to come to life. You can channel yourself. You can channel your soul, right? And if anything comes up like it's a fear, then just clear it and release it. Wow, I'm so profound. I've got energy bodies here. I've got a body there. I've got a form there. I've got this here. And now I'm harmonizing myself as a soul. I'm going to allow myself to receive divine feminine. I'm going to allow myself to be really divinely willing this experience, because it's my will that wants to open up to receive. So the divine masculine and female are all in harmony, are all in balance. You're understanding of, the minutia of it all, right? You want to be that commander of who you are as an epicenter. And so the title that we're going to say today is that you're all such incredible, profound exploration alchemists. When God births you as the most incredible experience of who you are, you're a child of spirit. There's so much potential that we haven't even tapped into, and we're just opening the door. This is why it's so exciting. I get so excited. There's so much potential of where we've come from, and look at how far we've come. The steep systems that we see now, we all see the systems now. We all see what's playing out, and it's like, wow, we've come so far because now we see it. Now we see it, so celebrate that. Be the adventure of celebration. So we want to ponder this. There is the stranger to the new. And that takes it from the fearing of what's unknown and actually being the stranger to the new. I'm strange today, and be okay with being strange. Wow, something new is going to happen today. Oh my gosh, something new. It feels strange. Because that's how it's meant to feel. You're not meant to be comfortable in how these energies are all going to feel. It's going to feel different. Your body's going to feel different. You're going to be waking up to your fields. When your fields turn on, you're going to be really sensitive around people that have not done a lot of clearing, or are not conscious about their vibrational fields, their vibrational core vibration, and have negative beliefs. Your bodies will adjust. If you're an empath or a Christic healer, you have your fields, or you're a medical intuitive, those will be a part of how you just adjust, and just allow yourself to be triggered, because your bodies are trying to find out its sensitive point. And work with your teams too. When my bodies first turned on and my fields first turned on, I would work with my teams, and I would say, certain experiences were just way too much for me, because it was when COVID first broke out. So I was overwhelmed with the collective fear. I was doing so much clearing, and then my fields turned on. And so anything that came around me, cars driving by on the street, I was like, whoa, can we turn it down just a bit? And then they put on special veils and special experiences and turned down my sensitivity. And then I started practicing going into coffee shops and seeing how I could, work with being around people. And I slowly got myself acclimatized. So just know that, I've had many clients that have come to me for coaching sessions and things like that, because they're feeling confused and really frustrated and agitated, because they're not understanding their bodies, and nobody's taught these things. And some of it feels like you just want to crawl out of your skin, because you know that you're sensitive, but these things are not talked about. So when you're feeling those enormous amount of intensity, especially around those cycles. So again, A, who are you? What do you exist within? What exists within you? B, get out a journal where you can actually start being intimate with your ascension cycle. What am I feeling today? And really start writing it out. I notice that on the full moon or new moon, I really feel intense. I really feel like I'm feeling everything. Then you know to create healing and daily care so that you're putting yourself in nature, you're putting yourself in a lot of salt baths, you're clearing and grounding yourself a lot more, just sitting on Gaia a lot more, so you're managing the increase of energy and how you are threaded with the moon and the planets in a more heightened and accelerated manner. And also ensure that you're not putting yourself around too many people. Give yourself that care time. Right? Give yourself the time to create those enhancements with your body and start working with your fields and your gifts so that you're honoring yourself. That's care. That's, you're honoring the epicenter of you. You're sacred. Your tools are sacred. You as Christ are sacred. And start honoring yourself as it, and start journaling it so you understand how you feel, what you feel. Those fears and those wounds will come up. So just allow it. Give yourself to feel it and heal it. You know, and journal it out. Wow, I felt like this. Because then the more that you do that, that's the process of mastery right there. Because when you're starting to become intimate and you're actualizing what's going on and all the minutia of it all for you, you're being intimate with you, you're exploring you as an adventurer of you, you're being adventurous of all your experiences as a soul, you absolutely know that that is the only way that you absolutely gain, morsel by morsel, fractal by fractal, true self-love and self-empowerment. Because you know what it takes to alchemize. You know what it takes. And why you're no longer bothered by those experiences of judgment or persecution, because you absolutely know the work that it takes. You know what it takes. I know exactly, I know, and Spirit knows. Percentage of my intention. Spirit knows before I even intend it. That's how threaded. That's what you want. You want the intimacy with you. You want the adventure with you so that you absolutely know who you are. Or not. It's all a variance in between. But when you're absolutely moving through something really profound and you want to be intimate with it, you want to be that master, you want to be that healer, you want to feel the alchemy of who you are, you do have some things you're really excited to sort out, fear not. And anything that presents itself to you that would come to you as an expression of mastery that you're going to have to face your fears, then those are the experiences that are equal to the light that you have just to stand and face it, because you walk with the heavens. Nothing can touch you and nothing can harm you. But you have to get used to walking and building that tough skin, if you will, you know, especially for those of us that are empaths and are, you know, givers, you know, to go through those minutia experiences so that you do know how to set boundaries, how much to give, who to give, and what to give. Because some people will not require the same light that somebody else will require, or the same gift or the same tool for healing. It might just be a smile. It might just be a kind word. It might be a 10-minute expose on, you know, what a soul fragment is. Or a fractal. It just, whatever that person needs in front of you, God will show you, because God will place anybody before you. Of whatever your gifts are, God will place them before you. And you want that as a soul. And everybody in between it's all perfect. It's all real. It's all true. We're all fractals within the whole game. Just how are you investing your time, and how exciting can you be? How adventurous can you be in this new now? In this new now, it's unknown. It's a little strange. It's a little awkward, but oh my gosh, I'm so excited. There's energies I'm not quite used to, but I'm excited. So feel into the excitement of it, because that releases the whole fear thing. And there's so much of it going on in our planet. We just keep feeding in light, keep feeding in light. It's so great. It's so strange. And we get to do this. We get to create new. It's going to create new. I'm so excited. The love is strange because it's a different kind of love, because we're more intimate with it now. We're deep with it. We're rich with it. Right? 5D portal is joy. Are you in joy of spirit? Yeah, these energies. I've got this celestial group that's coming into channel with me this morning. I'm not used to their energy, but they're of benevolence, because that's what I'm calling in. I'm so excited. Whatever your core vibration is, what you're going to call in. And you're going to have those moments that you're going to be tested, because you want to be. You want to know that you walk with spirit, you're walking with God, and any energies that are not benevolent, you know how to just release them with gratitude and appreciation and clear them from your field. You know what to call in and how to call it in. And you know who you are in the manifestation process. You know what it relates to your soul's theme and your soul's blueprint. You know what you are doing and how your vocation is connected to the collective. Who you are as a soul and your sacred triad and the higher self of you that's now harmonizing into the wholeness of you is that sacred geometry. And so these are, you know, all the practices and all the years and lifetimes I've been here. I'm giving so much information and so much passion in every one of our free videos. So that anybody that wants to donate, we absolutely love it, because all that we do is the culmination of so many timelines and lifetimes that I've been a master and a teacher and a healer on this planet and many others. To come forward and help through the passion and the love of offering my love for humanity, to assist anyone that is going through those moments of wanting to be in this new now moment and accelerate within it. How do we keep reaching out? How do we keep reaching out? How do we keep creating that 5D earth? Because there's no books on this. There's nothing out there that we can feel as empaths, as crystals, as vibrational rainbow children, how to feel our way around this. So these are my passionate offerings, and we absolutely love any donations that you guys bring forward, because we've got hundreds of videos that we've done for free. We've offered this for free every day, and it's been a beautiful gift of mine. And I've been so grateful in allowing, you know, all that I am to be a conduit for it. But we love the, you know, exchange of the fair exchange as well, because we understand, you know, we're very grateful and we're very blessed to have these gifts to offer it. And I'm now absolutely honoring that point where I can ask for a free exchange in the reciprocation. And so it is going to be new, like just, you know, that experience that I just had, I'm stretching myself in uncomfortable territory, but I absolutely know my value. I know my value now. I'm standing in my value. I'm standing in my light, and I need to start practicing it. And that comes with, yes, I know that I'm worthy. I have great information. I'm a very wise person. I'm a great healer, and I'm a leader. And I don't mind asking for exchange, reciprocation, because it does help us to continue to produce these videos and produce the illustrations and produce the people that care for our website. And so, I mean, obviously I've never made any, you know, never made any riches, and there's been no permissions that have come to me being asked to use any of my material. And there's been no other co-creator on this experience. The illustrations come right from I did these ones this morning. You know, any of the 3 books I've written, they were just channeled material from my experiences. I wanted to share my personal experience as a mom, going through many aspects of addiction and abuse, and how I went through the awakening process, and still am. I mean, the last 2 or 3 years were so very hard and dense, and I wouldn't wish it upon anybody what I went through. But I did it. I did it by myself with my ancestors. So very grateful. Oh my gosh. And just being able to understand and put it in a visual form that we can. I mean, obviously, you know, markers and papers. We had a class the other night, this beautiful healing group that we get together once a week, and I'm at loss for what spirit shows me, and I just don't have the words. And to try and put the, you know, the resources and tools to create what I see, and the profundity of it all is just mind-boggling, because we're going into territory we've never been before. And so it requires that we all collaborate in this beautiful sacred experience where our heart, the portals of our heart are opening up, and that portal of the heart is the expansiveness of our 5D experience, because it's joy. You can only receive joy through the purity of the excitement of being you in your heart space. I'm excited to be who I am. I love who I am. I want to play in this experience of adventure of who I am. I want to be intimate with my own adventure. What does that feel like? I want to explore this. That is the joy of the 5D, and that is how we can create. That is the momentum of creation, and allow it to be strange, allow it to be new, allow it to be awkward, allow it to be unusual, because that is going to prepare us for meeting those celestial aspects of ourselves, meeting those collective groups of consciousness that don't feel like Pleiadian or Sirian or Arcturian. You know, for those of us that channel on a regular basis, call in those experiences, start working with it. We got to start stretching now. We're breaking the boundaries of what was. Now we're breaking out of the box, and we're stepping into the you know, getting out of your comfort zone continually every day. Challenge yourself to get out of your comfort zone. Break your routine in any way that you can. Call in a new group of consciousness that you've never called in before to channel, you know, that are working with the light programs. You know, call in it and start working with these beings that are meant to work with you. Because so many of us, we just get used to the same consciousness beings that we channel. But recently they've been, you know, showing me that there's many other councils and groups that are, you know, really excited to work with us, because there's so much potential that we're just opening the door to. And it's really, you really wonder why you even spend any time in any of the old experiences, and even wasting. We say wasting because when you're in the excitement and the acceleration of joy, you wonder, why would you want to be in any density that causes harm to your cells and your body and your field? So really it's about discernment. Who am I? Where do I want to invest my time? What feels really good? And really start stepping away from disengaging and detaching from anything that brings those energies, because they're just distracting to your path. And that's why those are brought forward too. Those are just tests from your soul that you co-create with others to say, these are going to be tests. Can you move through it without getting involved? you know, you don't even have to answer the calls. You don't even have to. Don't, if you know that it's going to be one of those experiences, don't answer the call. You have the right to not answer and engage. You know, and They get upset on the other line and say, why are you not engaging in my disgruntledness and my unhappiness and my dumping on you? You know, you have the right not to engage in, you know, belligerent behavior. Everyone does. That's your birthright. That's your human right. You have the right to be treated with honor and love and respect. You know, and simply send love and compassion and prayers so that they seek healing and they seek counseling, and you know, they can sort it out. And if they do want to come to you for advice, and they do want to come to you for care and kindness and compassion, then you can set the ground rules and say, I'm okay to speak with you, but it will be for 30 minutes, and I will give you my time and I will give you my space, you know, because those of us that are empaths, we've really got to set clear boundaries. Clear boundaries. This is the rules of engagement. Because I got worlds to create here, you know, and be okay doing that. Right? Because that's the awkward part. That's going outside your comfort zone, where we're just continually going in cycles with the elephant in the room and never sorting out those boundaries, never saying what needs to be said for what your needs are. What are my needs? What are my desires? And it's okay that I speak it. I'm speaking the truth of my spirit. I'm not going to get walked on. I'm not going to get taken from. I'm not going to get my time wasted or my energy wasted. I am valuable. I'm very pure and valuable. And I know my self-worth now. And so therefore, thus then, here's the rules of engagement. And you're setting that vibrational standard for yourself because you want to. You want to actually start calling in those that are ready to be with you at that standard, at that level, so that you're not going to be sacrificing your light anymore. You're not going to be sacrificing who you are anymore for people that don't and have never shown care and goodness to you, right? You want to be able to start sorting out those experiences and what you're investing in, what you're not investing in. And then set your own standards, set your vibrational self-worth. And that can only come when you're sorting out those stories, because they come with really deep wounds. You know, because there was not self-worth taught to us when we were younger. Most of our collective has never been taught proper self-worth, because since we were younger, we've said this in all of our videos, our attention goes out. Who are we? What system am I going to give to? Who am I going to get validation from? Who am I going to get belonging from? And it's a backed up system. It's all mental. It doesn't work. Keep seeking for outside experience, and it's not. It's all within. And that's the wake up. That's the wake up call. And so the strangers of the new, the strangers to the new, because we're all navigating these beautiful arenas of all new. It's all new, it's all new. So challenge yourself to have conversations so that you can toggle back and forth on all timelines. So just know that you're constantly minutia, you're constantly working with the energies, you're constantly being the compassionate leader that is forgiving and kind and caring. Peace always, peace always, peace always. Navigate with peace and navigate with love. And you will have those opportunities where you're going to call in others from other vibrational fields that are having struggles and are being, you know, challenged in their own way as they're going through their karma. And you will want to have them come in so that you can also go outside your comfort zone and be a stranger to the new. And be the leader of compassion and be the leader of setting new standards and boundaries for yourself and knowing how you can continue relationships while doing so, that are respectful, that are honoring for all parties involved. Because nothing can be resolved if it's going from that place of protesting and arguments, because they're not hearing the value at the core of the issue, right? You can't argue resolve in that way. You can't find resolve through arguments. So just allow the process of the new and allow the experience of the strange and the new and the miraculous to be this, wow, let's just take a breath. That feels so good. Thank you, Spirit. Feels so good. I love who I am. I love being new. I love who I am. The cells of my body are new. I love who I am in spirit, my higher self and my soul. I surrender to you. Please align me to this new and strange and wonderful path. I want to see the strange synchronicities. I want to be a part of the miracle. I want to be a manifestation of miracles and majesty. I want to feel the enthreadment and entwinement with you, Spirit. I want to be something that is new today. I want to see something that is new. I want to stretch into something that is new. I want to see new, and even if those that I know from before, from an old cycle, if you will, and I want to see people that even if I see them every day in a same routine cycle, I'm absolutely, with intention, the purity of my heart, I will absolutely intend to see them new, to see them as love, to see them as loving and kind. I will create that projection of love and peace, because I want to see them in a new way. I want to see the reality in a new way. I want to see the resolve before anything ever unfolds, because I can, because I will. This is the stranger to the new. I want the new. I want to feel strange within it all, because you know what? That means I'm evolving. Releasing everything that was in conformity, releasing everything that was routine, releasing everything that was obligated or defined by a role. I want to break it up. I want to break it up. I need to break it up. The spirit cannot fit within a 9-to-5 routine. It must allow its freedom for exploration. It must allow its freedom for co-creation. It must allow its freedom to be new and strange in all moments, because it will be. See everything before you as new. Even if that person has been your longtime friend, see them as new. See them as new. See them as new. Feel into their vibration as new. Wow, you really feel like you've changed today. I'm so happy for you. You look healthy. I see the new health in you. I see this new vibration of your excitement to be you again. Wow, it's so nice to see you're getting healthy. That's really strange and new, isn't it? We felt so tied down for so long, but now we're feeling really good in the strange. It's okay to feel strange in the new. It's okay that we surrender to spirit, not know. Spirit's got us. Man, if we've come through what we've come through, is that not proof enough that spirit's with us? When you think about it, every moment spirit is holding you. Every moment. You say, Spirit, show me the way. Unconditional trust. That's the wonderment. Have it be strange. Those are miracles. You're coming out of eons of conformity. It absolutely will feel strange. So celebrate it. Your body is going to feel strange. So celebrate it. You're going to have ascension symptoms that will just feel strange. Don't drop into fear and worry and old programs of, oh my gosh, what next? Feel excited about it. Wow, I just passed a landmark. I just passed like an evolutionary experience, and I'm going to tune into my body and see what my body says and feels. What is that sensation I'm feeling, Spirit? I want my body to come forward. Your body's going to talk to you. Be the best advocate for your body. Be the best advocate for your health. Be the stranger of the new for you and say, you know, body, we're going to be okay, and have a conversation with your body every night. Your self-care, you're doing your summation with your bodies. Wow, we had a great week, body, didn't we? We really came through that exciting time. We just came through a little portal, and it felt really intense. And we created really a lot of healing, because we came through, we understand that all of our now earth timelines, they're all spiraling, and some of them are not comfortable and some of them were damaging, but now we came through something really great. And I love my body for taking me through that experience, because I know I can transmute anything. But now I'm going to send light to my body. And I know I'm moving through a new experience of my ascension, and I'm going to have symptoms. So I'm calling in this communion with my body, my intuitiveness, my mind, my body, my heart, my soul, my higher self. That spirit will show me if there's something I need to be concerned about. My body will show me. I'll get the hints and the intuitions, and then I'll take responsible action, and I'll feel into what is right for me. The spirit will guide me, because I might be one of those ones that will create a new program, or I might create something that's brand new that's not tested out there. And I might come up with something really incredible for others that are going through the exact same thing, because you never know why you go through what you go through and why you're being led, why you're being led. So just trust. It's going to be awkward. It's going to be strange. The spirit will take you where you need to be and why and with whom. Trust spirit. Spirit loves you. Spirit always wants the highest and the best for you. Any transformation will always be better, because then you get to clear the way for how you're really meant to feel and behave and act and love and live, and the adventure and the excitement of you, and be intimate and rich with you. Be really rich with your excitement for you, and put the intention. Today's going to feel really strange and new, but I'm okay with it. Oh, my body is feeling greater light. I'm okay with it. It's kind of strange, but I know that I'm accelerating. I feel really great. And talk your body into a new entrainment of behavior, of responsiveness with you. My body is now responding to greater light. I'm so grateful. Anything that's meant to be left and purified, please leave now. I'm going to purify my body, drink a lot more water, play with Gaia, get into the oceans, bathe and cleanse the fields through the oceans. Thank you, Spirit. I'm enjoying this experience of strangeness, because I've never talked to my body in this way, and I know that my cells are listening, because I'm commanding it as I am, feeling my name. My ascension symptoms will be unique to me. I'm not in competition with anyone. My pace and my place is perfect. I'm just here to shine. I'm a teacher, I'm a healer, I'm a leader, whatever it is you choose to call yourself, so that you can align in a vibration that makes you feel happy and excited. But you're not meant to compare yourself to anyone else's path or offering. Your path and your skills and your gifts are unique to you, and God has a plan for you. So feel strange within that new commitment with God. I want this commitment with you, Spirit. Please show me the way. The purity of my intention is so pure, and every day I can't stop thinking about how I'm threaded with you, Spirit. Spirit knows your intention. Even if I'm met with people that I've known forever, I'm going to see them new. I'm going to feel this newness between us. I'm choosing to create a new reality from love. I choose to invoke the reality of love and oneness. Instead of just expecting the same vibration from what was, I choose new. I choose to be the stranger of new. I want every experience that is before me to be brand new, and I'm so excited because I get to infuse my new light. I get to be strange and awkward within it too. It's like, wow, we're just coming together in this new experience. Wow, that's what we should be doing every moment. You know, the moment that you meet someone new, or the moment that you meet someone that you've always known. Wow, this is so exciting, isn't it? This is really new. We get to infuse and we get to create a new experience right now. This is evolution, make no mistake about it. And those ripples of new go out through all creation. And all of creation and all the beings that you thought you didn't know, that you thought you weren't threaded with, they're celebrating and saying, wow, they got off the cycle. They're creating like nothing. They're creating such great and incredible strangeness, because it's coming from that excitement of being new. You don't want to feel like you've always wanted to feel in those cycles that feel so dense and heavy. You want to feel rich. You want to feel new. You want to feel light. You want to feel excited. You want to feel a bit strange. That's awakening. So be okay with it. Be okay with the strange and the awkward. You're just getting your way. You're just getting used to how you feel and the way you feel in your new spiritual legs, right? Because you're becoming more light. You're becoming in a new environment. Your teams are going to shift you. Your higher self is going to shift you into these new threads of bandwidth, which we talked about before. And so the channeled notes were, all of those that are before you, even if you've met them before, pretend that all is new. And that all is open to new potentials of co-creating a new vibration. So anybody that's before you, intend oneness and love and expectation of new and exciting adventures. I intend love, I intend new, I intend an adventure of newness, because I want to create a new cycle. I don't want to create what was done. No, now is new. And you can even say, let's create a new vibration before you even start talking. Let's create something new, because we're not going there. We're not going back there. Now is new. And if there is something that does need to be cleared and released, because if there is a stagnant experience that does have to be cleared for karma, and it does have to be cleared for the path, you know, if you're going through endings and new beginnings and transitions, then those experiences of how each one felt and how each one experienced and how each one moved about the experience and has the choice and the desire to express what was happened and what was done, so that those energies can come up and be cleared. And that is absolutely what your spirit guides will want of you as well. Because you want to be able to start that next new timeline with that person with new energy, not ever repeating the karmic energy. Because you can't take the karmic energy here. You can't take it with you. You can't take resentment. You can't take guilt. You can't take shame. It's got to be healed. And so allow yourself that opportunity. You know, have a conversation. This is going to be discussed. Here's the 3 points I want to discuss. What are your 3 points? Let's clear it. Because we want to go into this new timeline with clear energy fields, that we've had our voice and we've respected in each of it. Then you're understanding the whole idea of you moving through, you know, your soul's experience with all others. There's reasons why you connect with each other, right? But you want to take commandmentship of it now. You don't want to just leave it up for creation. No, I'm commanding this. These are the things I got to clear. This is the closure of our story. And so, you know, you'll have your 15 minutes. I'll have my 15 minutes. Let's give each other the respect and the space and the gratitude and appreciation for how we've grown. And let's clear up the stagnant energy and clear it up, and then surrender it to spirit. And spirit will transmute all those energies, because you've both given each other your own respect and value and grace to clear what needs to be cleared, because you played very important roles with each other for growth. And then close it up. right? And then allow whatever is new to unfold in unexpected ways. So you're not expecting outcomes, you're not expecting roles to be recreated and new expectations you're placing on them, but just in old packages. No, now is new. There is no packages, no expectations, no obligations, no roles. And this is how our entire society will be rewritten. The entire law system will be rewritten, because law will begin to include the multidimensional experience. Our laws will be rewritten, and it will be aligned with light. It will be aligned with the planet and the grids and the alignment of the right use of will. Everything will be rewritten. Everything. It will have to. Right? We're moving. There will also be earth experiences where those people that don't want to experience that earth, then they'll experience those earths that aren't going to be written. They'll just continue whatever experience they want to continue, because every soul has its right and its soul's path to how to clear those energies. It's all perfect. Again, it's all perfect. There's not one person or any person that can say the right or wrong on anything anyone experienced. There isn't. It's all perfect. Never ever doubt God's elegant plan, and release all judgment, because nobody can comment on anybody's path or the right or the wrongness of it. You know, as Jesus said, you know, love the abhorrent that wants you judged. No, because we've all created it. We've all been a manifester of all experiences. And why spending so much time and investment on experiences that just keep you steeped in those vibrations are null and void, right? If you're truly wanting that strange and new reality, we must create it. Get off the fence and the merry-go-round of what doesn't feel good, and turn it off. Don't go in that store. All right? Where are you investing? Supply and demand. And our whole entertainment, everything will change, because it will want to feed those experiences that are soul fulfilling, right? When you're living from your soul, you'll want to be fulfilled by your soul. You can change an infinite number of programs, and you're going to know what's really feeding your soul and making you feel good and what's not, right? You get that. You have to choose that. Every person is sovereign, has their birthright, their human right to choose. What feels good to me? I'm sovereign. My body is my responsibility. So I'm going to treat it with utter care and the richness of who I am. I'm going to call those in that are going to be rich in the care of my body and my spirit and my soul. And I'm going to have absolute boundaries on those that don't, because that's your birthright, right? You don't have to have everyone giving, you don't, which most empaths do. We just want to help and care. And everybody has unlimited access. And then you end up just absolutely getting taken advantage of by everybody that wants to take advantage of you. They don't care. They just keep taking. And you're left with nothing. Literally, mentally, physically, emotionally, and energetically, and all the other ways that people are now figuring out ways that they can, you know, take and, you know, deplete you. And there'll be lost lessons that they'll move through, because it'll come back. That's how the soul learns. But I've been through it all, and it wasn't comfortable. The last 2 years were not comfortable. You know, I would not wish the last couple of years on anybody. It was so hard, so hard. But now it's strange and new. Yay! And I'm so proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. I did it all by myself. You know, I did it. I get to claim that. I get to claim the work. I get to claim the alchemy with spirit. I get to claim when my spirit guides and my team sit down with me and they say, wow, we're so proud of you. And you can hear the teams cheering for you. And those aren't said in any way of any. I mean, those of you that really know me and that have been with me for years, really the ones that have been with me since the beginning, you know my vibrational, genuine authenticity. When the teams say that, you take a knee, because nobody ever shows you that level of throat clearing. There's been few people in this reality that have showed me that care and respect and honor, and truly valuing me as the goddess and the queen that I am. And I say that as the multidimensional queen and goddess, because there's realms and there's planets in the heavens that know who I am. And that's all that matters to me. And I've done my best to portray who I am in the best way that I can. And I've had to walk through such density in the navigation so that I can toughen up. And the spirit and the heavens walk with me. But thus far, you know, the value and you know, the appreciation hasn't been there. And so I'm led by spirit and just keep walking, you know, because there will be those that will be magnetized and just loving the genuine authenticity, to remember who we are. That's the biggest joy and passion that I have, that you guys can do it. I've been through it all. You guys can do this. And we're here. We've got hundreds of videos. I've been doing this for so long. I've got 3 books. We have weekly classes. We have healing. We have vocational coaching sessions. We have private reading sessions. We have private healing and glyph and art, activational arts. This is my life, my passion, to be the most profound experience of strangeness that I can be with spirit, and the whimsical joy that I'm here to empower and inspire. Because this intention is the momentum for all children, all future generations. We're not creating another 3D Earth. This is 5D now. We're 5D, and it's going to be strange. It's going to be unique. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be profound. It's going to be awesome. And we're meant to feel that way. We're meant to feel awkward as we're getting our feet ready, you know, and quickening the spirit. Great honor. Thank you, spirit. When you meet with something and someone, be new and open to allow the greeting of all kindness and the greeting of all that might be strange and wonderful and miraculous. And so what they were showing me, because I said, well, what does that really mean? And so they showed me some clips like these little pictures and slides that go in and out, you know, like those viewfinders, you know, you put the slide in. Spirit shows you, okay, well, on this earth, this is what you can, and you press a little button and it says, on this earth, you can create that. On this earth, you can create that. So view every moment just being like this viewfinder. I'm just falling in love with who I am. As many of you know, when I've gone through many of my videos, my throat chakra, many of my videos, I primarily stick to whatever the teachings, the counsels, and people want to come through. I don't normally go into a lot about who I am and my own intentions and my own oneness with spirit, because that's just been just from other lifetimes and other roles, the alignment with spirit and the intimacy that I have with spirit is to keep it at a very humble and reclusive, experience, because it's very personal, it's very intimate, it's very special. And so I usually do not go into those experiences and expressions, but I'm navigating these strange and weird experiences of really placing value on myself and speaking in value of myself, and managing the balance and the harmony of, being in honor and value and respect. Because as we've said in many of our videos, many of us are coming here as divine feminine and the first divine galactic, cosmic, universal, divine feminine, and holding an archetypal energy. And so we're feeling our way through this, and it's going to feel strange, and it's going to feel weird and wonderful, because there's been thousands of years where we've been the ghosts of human history, and, vibrational, historical, healing, whatever way that humanity has experienced. And it's been an infinite number of experiences. We've been here for thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years, and yet we're the ghosts, because we're never known, we're never followed through in tradition, and tribal stories, they're not continued because our collective has gotten out of that sharing. So we're bringing it all back now, because as the cosmic, universal earth human and divine feminine and the sacred child, we're feeling our way and getting our feet wet into these new energies and new territories where we are the ones rewriting it. We get to choose. And so it's strange and unique for me, because I've held myself in the experience through which I was coded, and which I chose to be encoded within, is to play small and unimportant, so that others could feel comfortable. And that's just going through the minutia, as many children will. They have profound and unique gifts, but they're being taught and told and shown that they're not important and they're not valued. So there's reasons why I had to go through the minutia of it all and how to feel my way into it. And so, and you understand that I'm evolving, and I'm finding my new legs and being this new divine feminine, cosmic, universal human archetype for myself. And what does that feel like? And how can I call in such energies and then create something unique and new for me? And each of you, I'm inspiring each of you to play with that, be intimate with it, and feel strange with it, because these are our potentials. We must, right? Each and every one of us, if you're a man or not, you're still going to be following your own legs and, wow, who do I get to be today? Who do I get to be today? Who do I get to be today? Who do I get to be this minute? Spirit wants that of you. But for divine feminine, it's even more profound because we have been left out of thousands of years of our history, you know, quite literally, you know, and now it's time, wow, we've got to carve a place and we've got to create some stories here, you know, that feel good for us, that are honoring and authentic. And it's going to include all of our aspects of ourselves, that part that we don't really share a lot of, the part that we're now asking for fair exchange, that part now we're really standing in our power and saying, no, I'd like some boundaries on this space and time I spend with you, because I'm very valuable and I love to feel in calm and peace and balance. And I want to respect my fields and my body and who I am, and really starting to feel out these new energies of how we move through these evolutionary, really profound times. It's so profound. We have no idea how profound this is, and really get excited about it. This is an adventure of all times. We have no idea. And the other night we were just, you know, in our meeting, at the end of the meeting, I shouldn't say, I mean, it was so profound, our weekly experiences, you know, I was literally, yeah, I had no words. It's really that profound. It's really that incredible. It's really that monumental, you know, the changes that we're making for Earth, and the love and the ripple of strangeness and the ripple of excitement and the ripple of exploration, the ripple of infiniteness and the ripple of all that we want to be with spirit, as spirit. And we're really getting our legs wet with how, wow, I've lived 52 years in this type of a behavior and this type of small definition, but now I want to try this. I want the new, I want the explorational. I want to show that in anyone that ever knows and unknows of me, and especially to all generations of all children, that their voices are carving a new path, and their stories, and absolutely their voices and their words are meant to be heard and known. And arise, arise, arise. And we can only do that by being it and showing it. We are the examples. Show of the way, and let everybody else choose their own unique way of showing it and being it. And so thank you for allowing me this genuine and authentic, you know, process, you know, so that you can also feel good too. Well, I'm going to feel different today, and I'm going to set some boundaries so that I'm looking out for my physical, mental, emotional well-being and my spiritual well-being. I want to start incorporating new and, you know, different things into the week with the kids, and I want to start exploring this, and I want to have this intimate conversation, and I want to start feeling into the strange and the wonderful. How can we start imagining these different viewfinders of our reality, of who I am? You get to. You're a soul now. Release yourself from the attachments that you had from all of the stories and all of the roles and the definitions, the obligations that you and others held you in. Break free. You're not meant to be put in a box. You're meant to be all aspects of it. So feel good that you can tap into anything and just say, yeah, that was who I was yesterday, but today I'm this, right? And be okay not having definitions and roles. So what they were showing me is this viewfinder, and I said, well, just give me an idea of what that means. And so of course they showed me the all now. This is what it means. And so there is going to be, and this is included with how you feel, your ascension symptoms will be different and strange. It's a multidimensional exploration. That's why I'm saying that. It's your body, how you feel, the symptoms that you're going through, because you're stepping into new territory, you're getting your legs used to, you're getting all of your explorations to be different and new. And also to those that are coming before you and that you sense in your room and you're sensing to collaborate with you now, because we're all preparing for first contact, and each and every one of you are contracted and soul agreed with various beings. And these various beings are, again, because you've never been here before, those beings are going to be new. Sometimes you'll remember or recognize, you'll just say, wow, that's familiar. Just like when you have, you know, necromancy, where you have that vibration of an old lifetime where you've talked with spirits that have passed on, and you're understanding the process of that experience and how they reach through, and you know, whatever your process was, and you just have that remembrance. Wow, I remember that. I don't know how I remember, but I just remember. So that's going to be strange and new. You also have the ability to your claircognizant, clair-knowing, clair-ascensions, clair-audience. You're going to have your smell, your healing smells, and your gifts of the essential element realm. And also too, the vibrations that you can sense are going to be strange and different. The viewfinder, those that come up to you, you're going to, which they were showing me, you're going to recognize sensations within the fields and in your communion of energy, what galactic and celestial tribe they're at, so that they might be wearing a veil of human body, but they're actually just veiling themselves as your first contact. And so it's going to be strange and new. It's going to feel a little bit different and awkward. It's going to feel like, wow, you're just going to have that snapshot of someone walking by in the street, and it's going to be preparing you for that. You recognize that vibration. And so just be open and rich with it, right? Explore the new, explore the strange, explore the unusual. It's very similar to the experience of, when I was living in Vancouver. And that being came in. This being was really tall and very unusual looking. And, I always think when I have those experiences and I see my teams and I see the celestials and I have interactions with them, I always know that I absolutely know in every moment that it's unusual. But not many people around me know it's unusual. So you'll just know that. Other people are just walking by and they're not noticing the being that's standing in front of you. That's how you know, right? And you absolutely know that was just so weird, right? You'll just feel the energy, right? Something will happen. You'll be walking around the corner and there's a big tree that's overhanging, and all of a sudden you're right in front of somebody and you'll just walk right by, but the energy exchange was just so profound. That's where how you know that those experiences were mandated and not controlled, but they were set up as a gift and a synchronicity from your soul and your teams. And they're just people veiling themselves as humans, as well as many other things. I mean, it's just one example. It's different, and it's not boxed in a story, and that's just the way it always happens. That's the way it always is. No, because you know that when we offer these things, it's just an experience of one example. But obviously it's rich and it's dynamic. It comes in different ways based on what you need. But you will know, because others won't recognize it around you as feeling awkward and strange and wow and incredible, but you will. And that's how you know that those are set up and signposts for your teams, from you, to you, for you, through you, because you've manifested it. And so the more excited you are to walk in this strange new element of 5D. This is how we start shifting and transitioning into this new arena of energy, right? So prepare yourself for the strange and new. Be okay with it. Be rich with it. Be excited about it. And so that's what they were showing me. In the viewfinder, you're going to have those experiences more and more often. And you're going to say, wow, I really recognize that energy. That was so exciting, so incredible. And then ask them in, right? Your light ship experiences, your teams. How can you really play with these experiences and really get excited? Because especially if you've come out of years and years of really, I mean, I'm 52 and it's like time to play now, because it's been steeped in so many karmic lessons and dense experiences of subjugation. It's really time to play and have fun now. I'm done with the heavy karmic stories. I'm done. No more. It's done. And now I want to play. I want to play and I want to express. I want to create. And I want to create a new experience for paving the way and carving the way for those that are millions and millions of people that are awakening, asking for the new pathways and asking for what's going on with my body, what's going on, how am I doing it, what's going on. And that's why those of us that are out on the front lines doing such, and we're breaking away from conformity. We have to have those that start the way. And so this is what they're showing. And so you are the instruments through which God flows and all that is good flows. So hang on to the be okay to let go of any ideas and notions and expectations, right? Because you expect, when you're in these cyclical energies, you just expect routine is what's going to happen. It's just every day you get up, and we were talking about that in our group, and we were talking about the way that our week, because when we get together, it's really profound. We have these really profound energy shifts, and we're all moving in these really weird dimensional realms, and we're activating one another, and we're all sharing our stories and how unique and strange it is that we have to kind of check, wow, are we in the same reality? Because that's how quickly it's shifting and changing for when we're all here to affect one another. And so really allow yourself to step into that new and awkward and strange and weird and wonderful. And you're going to have these shifts of, dimensional, vibrational reality. And it's all about the joy and excitement of who you are to play with spirit and play in these new ways and get really excited about who you are and get really excited to be this new version of you. And as you're testing out these new experiences, just tell your family, be okay with them to say, we're going through something new. We've never been through this before. But just absolutely know my intention with you is always love, and it's always care, and it's always guidance. And we're allowing spirit to guide us. It's not going to look like the way that we were told it's going to look. It's going to look different and feel different. But you're guided, you're protected, you're absolutely being watched, and you're absolutely being honored by your souls and your teams, and you're on your own unique path. And we're here to pave the way for one another. So see everything as strange and new, strange and new, strange and new. How can this be a beautiful experience where it's not going to be a repeat of before? It just won't. It won't and it shouldn't, and we wouldn't want it to. You know, we're here to be the catalyst for new and strange and beautiful and benevolent and exciting and adventurous. We are the joy seekers, because that portal to the 5D is the vibration of joy. Are you in the vibration of joy of spirit? And so if you have this joyful expectation, just to expect joy, expect weird, expect strange, you're catalyzing those energies into all the spiritual matter that's already there, but now you're creating matter with it. Just like that being that walks in front of you, you absolutely know it's an energetic exchange preparing you for first contact. So it's so exciting. And so we thank you, dear lighted ones. I'm going to go give myself and my body rest. And I'm going to go and give myself and my body some time to be silent with spirit and to go and nourish my body. So I really value you, and I love you, and I appreciate you. And allow yourself to really seek into those adventurous vibrations of feeling your way into 5D, of feeling your way into the archetype and the energy vibration of who you are as whatever it is that you choose to be in the new moments, and be okay with no rules and definitions. Step out of routine as often as you can throughout your day, and have the children play, have the children connect with their inner guidance system, have the children connect with their inner superior light source, have the children rebuild themselves from inside out, and start creating their own unique reality instead of just slipping into routines of what's already there. Because again, it is all about supply and demand. So create those new experiences where the energy is dynamic, alignment with source and creatorhood and joy and expectation of exhilaration. That's the new reality experience. And that's when those paths jet off, and you're going to be saying goodbye to the routines, and you're going to say open up to whatever spirit is, because it's going to be strange and wonderful, and we're not meant to know. We're just not meant to know. And so work out the fears that are keep coming up. Release all the fear. God's got you. You know who you are. And our links are below for those of you that want any type of vocational coaching, and our classes and all the things that we're connected with. And I'm thanking all of the beautiful women and the beings that come with us on our weekly explorations, because we have so many wonderful experiences with one another. And I'm so very lucky that I've connected with all of you, and for connecting with me. Activational art is open. I'm now free to do activational art. So I've got all of my past orders done. So I'm open for vocational coaching, intuitive readings, healing sessions, and activational art. And those of you that would like to partner with us and to look within partnerships of using our material and all of our resources through webinars and classes and global teaching and healing, and aligning any of your businesses and vocations with the alignment of spirit and the grids, then please just feel free to reach out. We're always available to connect with you and to honor you as well in this beautiful exploration of adventure. Really, it's a great adventure. So celebrate all of it. Celebrate it all. Celebrate those cycles. Celebrate every part of it. Every moment. Celebrate. Be in joy of spirit. Every moment be in joy. Every moment expect strangeness. Every moment expect something new. Then you know you're creating outside of routine. Okay? So love yourself. It's all valid. It's all true. It's all real. We are all one. And we love you so much. Thank you, dear lighted ones. Bye.